Cool in the gang.
Hi, you.
So, we're all aware that that is 32. You all know that that is 32. No problem. I'm not worried about it. However, I do wish to bring up the point that, of course, math guys are lazy sacks of poo and do not wish to write that. So now, what do they write instead? 2 with the 5. It's just an exponent. You already know that. Now, over in this blank space over here, I want you to draw yourself a big old box. Put a big old X in it. Put a little Y in it. Because I want to discuss what these things are. Why have I put an X and a Y? What is my purpose? What is my porpoise? Porpoise. This class is a whale of a good time. I hope none of you score under a C. But you'll all be smart because you're in school. What's my porpoise? Purpose? A porpoise is a dolphin. You'll have a whale of a good time.
Well, I don't get whale of a good time.
That's a good time. A whale of a good time means a big good time. But a whale and a porpoise are related. And then I hope none of you score under a C, because a C is a bad grade, but dolphins and whales swim under the sea. But you will all be smart because you're in a school, like School of Fish. Nothing makes it funnier than explaining it. Did I miss one?
No, the screen's activated.
All right, so again, why did I use X and Y? Sam?
Because X represents any number and Y represents any value to any number.
Right. They're just what we use in math for any number, yeah? Okay. So, now I am not going to use, I always use real terminology, okay? I don't tell you guys stories and call something, this is the princess and it has to get out of its castle of brackets. And I hate that. It makes me want to take a pen and shove it up my nose so it turns around and comes out the other side, like that picture on the internet of the guy with the snake. Just Google it. Okay?
What do I Google it.
Guy with a snake in his nose. Now.
Does the alligator one make you mad?
Oh my goodness. Yes, the alligator one drives me up the wall. The hungry alligator.
Oh, the alligator went up there. The story of pie.
Which has
like,
more
it's
skills?
like he took a pie. You know the story of pie? 3.14. And then there's circumference took the circle.
Yes, I know, it drives me up the wall. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Is it about exponents? Think. No? Then put your hand down. All right. X is what we call the base. Okay? The base, this is key. You're used to seeing exponents written like this, yes?
Yeah.
But a base is anything. Fraction, letter, decimal, number, anything. Anything attached directly, and please, please, please do something to make directly pop off the page for you. Anything attached directly to the left of an exponent. Okay? Anything. And I'm going to get to what I mean by that in a moment. Y is the exponent. No.
No, it's like Y.
Okay? No. The exponent is simply the number of times you multiply the base. It is not the number you multiply the base by. Every one of you at some point over this next unit is going to read a power, and I'm going to say, what's this? And some of you are going to say 10. You're going to do it. Don't feel bad about it. Okay? At some point, you are all going to do it at least once, out loud. Yeah. Yes. Now, is everybody cool with that?
Yeah.
The whole thing is called a power. All right? The whole thing. To be a power, you must have a base and an exponent. Okay? Now, I believe that you have heard all of these terms, except maybe you have never called the big number a base. Okay? That's a maybe. Otherwise, this should not be news to you. Everybody good? Now, what I am betting will be news to you is this part, that it can be anything. It doesn't have to just be a single number. Okay? You guys are used to working with single numbers. All right. Now, this part is boring. That's the base. What's the base? 2. There's 2 of them, so it is 2 to the 2. And we read that as 2 to the second, or it gets a fun name, 2 squared. This is 2 to the third, 2 to the third. It gets a fun name, 2 cubed. 2 to the fourth, no fun name. After cubed, they end. 2 to the fourth. All right? Now, there's a couple of other terms I want to make you aware of. Yes, Sam? 2 to the fourth power. 2 to the power of 4. It's the same thing. Okay? This little number here, you will see that referred to as a superscript.
Yes, in science.
Yes, because it's above the line. If it's below the line, like in chemistry, it's a subscript. Okay? Subscripts are also used in math, but we don't talk about them much. They're used in bases. You guys don't know anything about bases. But suffice to say, we count in base 10. Computers count in base 2. Otherwise, all the other bases are just for math people to be nerds about. Okay, is everybody cool? Yeah. Now, the next thing that is important that isn't written here is this. The exponent of 1 is always there, but never written. Do you understand what I mean? So any number, 7, what's its exponent? 1. It's there, but never written. Got it? 7 really is 7 to the 1. Just like we never write this 1, do we? Right? So 7 to the 1 over 1 is still 7. Math guys are just lazy. Everybody good? Yes, the 1 is assumed. The 1 makes an ass out of you and me. Okay? When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Wait, do it again,
I said the 1 is assumed.
And then.
Oh.
I still don't get it.
All right. What is this? 4 to the
6.
4 to the 6, 4 to the power of 6. This right here is what we call, I'm going to highlight it, that is what we call expanded form. This is what we call exponential. Okay? Like I said, I use the real words every chance I get. What's this guy officially as a power?
3 power 1.
3 to the 1. That's exponential. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Great. Fill in this. A and B are real easy. Yes, Sam? It's 3 to the first, but we just say 3. Oh, that? Oh, I'm going to get to that in a minute. I left it on purpose. But just because you asked, 3 is what we call standard form. All right. Fill this in. What is this? 2 to the what? 6. What's this? Go to D. 4 to the 2. Now look at C. Look carefully. What is it? Carla.
Negative 10 to the power of 3.
So written that way?
No.
No. Why?
Because that technically means -1 multiplied by 10 to the power of 3.
That's what that means. I must have the brackets. Why? Because that negative repeats in the multiplying. Biggest mistake kids make with exponents at the beginning of the unit is forgetting when that negative is part of the base. If the brackets are there, it's part of the base. Everybody cool?
Yeah.
Great. 4 to the 2. So what does that make this one?
With the bracket.
-7, 6.
What do you. Would it be positive? No, it can't.
We'll get to that too. Remember, I do all of grade 9 before we go crazy to make sure you're covered. What's that? 8 to the 4. 7 squared, which is
7 squared.
40. Oops, sorry. Duh. No, read as 7 squared, I'm lazy, or 7 to the second. This one? 3, 6. This one? 2 cubed.
That's pretty smart.
Every...
After the cube, do it right easy. So because that's a 2 cube. That's right. 2 cube easy. There you go.
All right, the bell is about to ring. I am not giving you any work on exponents because tomorrow you're writing your test on the first unit, which is everything to do with rational numbers.
Basis number.
Okay?
Is it going to be the same size as the review?
No.
Bigger?
No. Smaller. Chairs up.
Josiah, chair up.